Hey people, Injured here, 1v1, Fedrid Folly, blue side. It's Kickin with a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support fighting in melee combat begins with a refractor shield, and up against red side, Val.Hero's Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, powerful buffs and control. Looks like she's going straight for that contested power in the northwest, I think. And yes, we're going to see a late natural VP cap. Guardians and Guardsmen most likely going to clash in the southeast, where we have contested VP and a contested wreck point. Northwest sees a lot of action late game with these two VPs quite close to each other here. We're probably going to see the Commissar trying to get both of them, harass whatever comes down here. I assume the Commissar wins 1v1. No war gear level 1 against the Farseer because of the shield, even if the Farseer guides herself. Commissar also has a better sidearm, right? We do have a Sentinel for Kickin into Catechins, I would imagine, and Val.Hero with Shuriken into Rangers. But we shall see. We do have double gens up. Here comes the Sentinel. Just threatens the stomp, doesn't actually have the ground bound. And Guardsman capping up the mid. Oh, Farseer's gone straight to Kickin's natural. These Guardians going to run into the Commissar. I think he's not going to be pleased. Oh, they're leaving. Are they? No, they're going to shoot him a bit. Throws up the shield. There it is. So that'll convert his energy into the damage. Or convert damage into energy loss, I guess. I think it's a 5-to-1 conversion. I think we are going to see a fight, but the shield is gone. So what can the Farseer do here? She's not putting guide on herself. Some pistol shots going in. There's the guide. 30% more damage. Good special. How did she get a special? Don't they both have 70 melee skill? I guess there's always a chance. Commissar just hanging out. He seems a bit shocked by that fight. Val.Hero with a Shuriken cannon on the field. Battle equipment comes in. Wasn't expecting that early. I guess grenades are always useful. Perhaps we'll see the Ghost Helm to help control the Lord Commissar, who has now finally decided to start moving. Farseer is going to be dealt with. Special attack not useful there. Why didn't that knock over the Commissar? Maybe it's only a frontal cone, even though it looks like it's 360. There's a bunch of special attacks that are like that. Shuriken cannon not able to fire upon the Sentinel apparently. Commissar gets in. Sentinel breaks the shield, and those guys got ground pound. They're going to drop some models on retreat, I think. Commissar stabs that guy, but he gets away. Didn't seem to take damage there. Odd. Guide up on the Shuriken, maybe a little bit early there from Val.Hero. Guide, obviously, pretty amazing on a setup team. More range, more damage. What's not to like? Guardians capping up the southeast. Full gens in for Val.Hero. Oh, Kickin goes for spotters, not Catechin Devils. Maybe we'll still see some. Kind of surprised by that. I expected double Catechins or something, maybe. There's an artillery spotter shell. Does its job. Guide up on the Guardian weapon team again. Not able to take advantage though. There's a Mind Warp. On-demand suppression with some damage over time as well. Is it damage over time? No, it's just 40 heavy melee damage apparently. I be wrong. Oh no, Guardians died? No, they didn't. Just a couple of them. Just a couple. It's double Shurikens for Val. And here come the Catechin Devils. Are they going to get ranges as well then? Because the Catechins are going to be a menace if you can't spot their stuff. Guardians capping up the mid. These guys are really low. They need to be careful. Trying to put up a shield, which provides perfect cover. Basically damage immunity to ranged attacks from one side. Farseer needs to be careful too. Lord Commissar might be able to get a flank and get her here. There's the guided Shuriken doing its thing. Now it's worn off. Sentinel happy to take some shots. Repairs coming in now. Lord Commissar in amongst some Guardians in the backfield. Here's the second Shuriken suppressing them. Farseer doesn't have the energy to use Mind War. Only level 1, she's quite energy intensive. This shuriken might wipe here. Very close, 5 hit points. Tried to get it with the Catechin's all reliable. I thought she'd saved it with the Mind War on the Commissar, but the Catechin's almost got it after that. Well, I guess technically she did save it. Guardsmen here should be capping. They are not. Guardians might run into this Commissar. It's quite low though. They could turn. Yeah, they could turn and shoot him up, so he's leaving. He's leaving. Speaking of improvised explosives and stuff that they can't spot, where are they? I thought there'd be one on the ramp or something. We might see one behind this cover object, because that's likely where a shuriken cannon will set up. Maybe on these pipes over here. We shall see. Spotter's getting suppressed. Sentinel getting kind of beat up. Oh, was that a Mind War suppression? Or was that the shuriken? Here comes another shuriken from the flank. Catechin's got to go after the closer one, surely. There's a spotter shell. They're not following up with melee quickly enough, I don't think. Guardians grenade, I think, themselves a little bit. There's the fleet to get away. Pistol doing some work though. Commissar might go down. Yep, Mind War was in there, stomping on the shuriken. Needs to run. Took a big risk trying to set up again there. I think it's going to be okay. 297 to 487. Big VP lead early for Val.Hero actually. Catechin's getting messed up. There's the smoke shell from the spotters. They're doing some good work early on. And you only need one model to call in the stuff. Their las guns don't do a whole lot. Oh, here is he. Are they putting it behind the cover object? No, they're putting it beside it. Maybe to catch stuff as it tries to get up the ramp. Back to the southeast. Guardsmen are a capping this time. And Val.Hero did indeed lose some Guardians, I guess. Can I see their bodies? Is it these fellas? Looks like it's these fellas. They tried to push up maybe. But who cares? Falcon on the way. They're into tier 2. Oh, here we see the shuriken setting up. Artillery spotter does its thing. Another shuriken coming in here. Oh, that was nice. Knocked the shuriken into the explosive and then finishes them off with the Catechins. I guess it's one extra step. They could have just put it behind that thing. But I guess it meant they got more damage on because the mortar shell hit as well. There's Mind War on the Guardsman. Guardians getting into position for a grenade. There's the attempt. Pretty good. A little bit late. And they didn't even drop a model actually. Sentinel decapping. Map looking very blue. These guys trying to bash the power over here. Commissar's turned up. Catechin's using the Xeno shield. And rune armor on the way for the Farseer. Psychic Storm's always good, isn't it? Was that guide up on the Guardians? I think it was. We just can't see it because they were in the water. Here it is. And there's your Falcon. Stormtroopers immediately for kicking it in tier 2 to get that anti-armor melter gun goodness on this thing. Commissar trying to hold up play here, but gives it up. There's Mind War on retreat. Are they going to go for power? Maybe. Looks like it. Guardians on capping duty. Might have been better to bring the Guardians to help shoot stuff. Doombringer is up for the Farseer. This has like a fiery effect on the ranged attacks, but I don't think it actually does any damage over time. It just says 10 DPS piercing. Which is pretty low. I mean, it is a two-handed weapon, but still. 1-to-1 cap here. Catechin's all reliable, knocks off the Farseer. There's that Mind War again, gets the Commissar out of there quickly. Sneaky anti-armor stormtroopers though. And a missile launcher Sentinel. There's the melter bomb. Can the Falcon get away? Needs repair support. Where are the Guardians all of a sudden? Where did the Guardians go? Oh, they're right there. They're inside it. I think it needs to be moving right now. They're trying to tie up and DPS down the stormtroopers. Down goes a Farseer. Grenade misses. I don't think it's going to get away. Oh, these guys have their Sarge as well. Yeah, Falcon's done for. That's really bad for Val.Hero. They're down to 2 units. All top dropping in. Especially losing the Farseer as well, because that's 250 wreck to get her back. Hasn't lost the power, but they might lose it right now. They might lose it right now when the Catechins break through. Ortok might need to jump out of this. And she does. Heals herself a bit. Does she actually get a speed buff when she does that? Because she's so quick anyway, it's hard to tell. Does get the damage buff. You see the little blue glow on her weapons there. Chimera on the way to Kickin. Maybe some fire dragons. I would like to see double warp spiders. That'd be cool. With their haywires and stuff. Need something to finish off the Chimera. Could get the singing spear. And then switch back to the Doombringer when you want debuff stuff like that. So you're going to go fight them now. Or maybe throw a storm on them. That could combo pretty damn well with their Psychic Storm actually. Getting disrupted all over the place. Back to the northwest. Guardian weapon team is dealt with. Ortok trying to fight some guards and they be running. She could jump up here and mess with these guys. These guards are up to 12 models. Well, potentially. With the Commissar and the Sergeant. There's a Chimera. Val.Hero needs a response. Maybe we'll just see Wraithguard because he can protect them if the Farseer is around by suppressing the Commissar so he can't run in. Maybe. Farseer gets behind some bushes and continues to shoot. Here's that fire effect as mentioned. I think it's just visual. Pretty sure it is. Doesn't mention it in a tooltip that it does damage over time anyway. Brings Doom though, 245 to 410. It's a sizable VP lead still for Val.Hero. So they do have time to recover here. There's a Psychic Storm, misses. I think they were trying to... Were the Catechins in the garrison or something? Maybe trying to catch them as they came out of the garrison, but it was a little bit too late. Right Lance is in. There's one way to finish off the Chimera, and it's a Wraith Lord. They know that there's Stormtroopers, and they know the Commissar can execute them for super damage time, but they still want the Wraith Lord. Guide up on the Guardians. Ortok with that passive damage resistance aura. I think it's 15% these days. I believe it used to be slightly higher back in retail. Wasn't it 18 or something like that? Maybe even 20 at one point. Ortok is going to fight some guardsmen. What is her DPS anyway by default? Need to look that up. Someone will tell me in the comments hopefully, because I'll forget otherwise. Can she get a model off those guys? I think she's actually smacking the Commissar, which is just evenly distributing the damage to the others. Right now it sets up. Guide was on it. Oh, it's still on it, but it's now been debuffed by the Spotters. The Spotters have done really well, actually. No, it's not. It's a Basilisk Flare. I'm lying. Where are the Spotters even? They're being chased off the mid. There's a global ability of the Commissar, reducing range by 50%. Pretty annoying to fight against. Wraith Lord goes for a shoulder-mounted Bright Lance. So now there's two of them. No way to slow down the movement of the Chimera though. They can't afford another unit right now. Wraith Lord with a weapon upgrade is pretty pricey. Well over 100 power. Improvised explosive anywhere? I've only seen that one that did so well in the mid. Must have been another one somewhere. Chimera has taken some damage already. Anti-armor stormtroopers are still max population, max members, max unit count, whatever. They got 5 fellas there is what I mean. We have a Xenos Power Claw Commissar. There's the Melter Bomb. There's a bunch of Melter Gun shots. Wraith Lord needs to be tying those guys up, I think. They can't spot them though, it's hard to spot them. You can spot them if they're shooting, I guess. They can now reinforce off the Chimera. Nice and easy. They reinforce really quickly as well, Stormtroopers. Repairs now. Commissar did drop some mines back here. And they can't spot them. 241 to 271. Kickin super focused on the southeast. Means Val.Hero has both the natural VPs. Ortok, a good choice to patrol this area. That webway is a bit close because if the Catechins come here, they can see it. Maybe down here would have been a little bit better. Couldn't be as easily spotted. Warp Spiders on the way now for Val. Might be able to get this Chimera then, with 2 Bright Lances and potentially a Haywire grenade, especially with Guide and Doom. Not sure why the Lord Commissar went for his Xenos Power Claw. I guess why not? It's a great weapon, but it's expensive, and he doesn't really want to fight a Wraith Lord 1v1 in melee. Farseer switching back to the Ghost Helm, just healed with the Spirit Stones there. Doom up on the Stormtroopers. Gets a good special. Cleaving through them there with the Doom debuff. Has Guide been used? I don't think it was used. Some more repairs. Oh, the Farseer retreated through the mines, and down goes the Commissar too. Webway being used by Warp Spiders, I think. These guys are called. They teleport around and shoot stuff. Also with their aspect, get a Haywire grenade. For Exarch is on the way. He'll get his dual Death Spinners. Is that what it's called? Yes, dual Death Spinners. 22 DPS just on that one model. Pretty damn good. Really pump out piercing DPS, these guys. There he is. Teleporting off. Not sure what they can do about all this though. Kickin on the way for Kickin. And they start getting the VPs locked down though. Instantly spotted the Webway because of the Catechins. Oh, that's a pretty good Psychic Storm though. Look at that damage. Warp Spiders weighing in too. That was a little bit further back. That Psychic Storm, they would have been really screwed. They are just reinforcing off the Chimera now, I guess. Just put in some requisition pressure on Kickin. A single artillery spotter guy, but he can call in the stuff. Here's your Kickin. Limited to 1 these guys these days. I guess maybe we'll see grenade launchers. Or melters to go after the Wraith Lord, I guess. Level 3 Commissar. What level is the Farseer? Level 4. Switching back to the Spirit Stones for the healing goodness. Wraith Lord's been alright. Locking down the southeast for now. Guide up on the Warp Spiders. Scary DPS on those Catechins, but they get close enough for a grenade launcher, and of course they can reinforce off the Chimera. She doesn't have the energy to pop the Spiritual Rights heal. Having to flee. Warp Spiders down to 2 models, and they are not cheap to reinforce if you drop in them every fight. Wraith Lord needs to back away. There we go. Where are the Stormtroopers coming out of base? Only 2 of them left. And they are worth reinforcing because each model gets that melter. Sneaky Guardians. Infiltrated by the Webway over here. Commissar goes southeast. Melter bomb. And another melter bomb. The first one was from the Kickin. Maybe the Kickin one is called a crack grenade or something. Mine's there. The mine's going to completely lock it into place, combined with the melter debuff. And everything's just running into him. Bright Lance with Guide. Can it actually get shots? Here we go. Haywire. But the Bright Lance is not firing upon it. It's out of range. Down goes the Wraith Lord. All of the melters. Tier 3 for Val.Hero, but I'm not sure what they can do here. I'm not sure if they can do something quickly enough to get themselves out of these losses. Here comes the Ghost Helm again. Doom is up on a Chimera. I don't know if I've seen the Bright Lance shoot the Chimera once. Kickin has really controlled the range quite well with the spotters and Basilisk Flare and just keeping it out of range in general. Level 3 Commissar now has the Emperor's Wrath. He's pissed. Can't spot the Webway though. Warthog's still around. Oh, she's been knocked over by the grenade launchers. Kickin can freely change their specialized weapons these days. Just need to wait. Warp Spiders grab the VP. And then escape in the Webway, which will be spotted anyway by the Catechins. Put it in exactly the same place. And there's no way it's not going to be seen there. Surely you put it a little bit further back. What's Val.Hero's plan? Is it Seer Council? I don't think you want a fire prism with this sneaky AV around. Chimera's level 2, been awesome so far. Infiltrated by the webway. And Catachan Devils are not here to spot her, they are hanging out on the VP. Where are your explosives, fellas? I don't think they've done another one. Warthog jumping in. Disruption, a little bit of a heal on the Farseer and buffs her weapon. There's the Mind War. Or is it? They didn't seem to get suppressed then, those Kashyyykin. That was weird. They just kind of sprinted away and said, no, I'm not getting suppressed. Haywire on the Chimera. Warp Spider's now being tied up though. Where's that Bright Lance? I have no idea. Oh, Bright Lance is over here. Trying to get behind the Chimera. Maybe they have a good shot here at taking it out. Although, plenty of stuff here to tie up the Bright Lance, I guess. Chimera turns. Somehow that was a rear armor hit. That was weird. But yeah, Bright Lance was a little bit too late to pull that off. That was a nice idea though. I might go down on retreat. Is going to go down, isn't it? Yeah. Val.Hero down to 2 units again. But has, again, a big VP lead. They are using their mobility quite well to try and control these VPs. Now Kickin seems to be keeping stuff up here permanently to help them combat stuff. Catachans are not moving though. They're bashing power too. What does Val.Hero do here? I don't think he'd get an avatar either, because of the same reasons. I'm not sure if tier 3 was worth it. I guess just getting out a single squad of Wraithguard or whatever wouldn't do much either. But if they didn't pay for tier 3, maybe they could get double Wraithguard up and start doing some work with the buffs and debuffs that the Farseer has. Maybe. Oh, it's a D cannon. Okay. I'm sure it'll get like one decent singularity. After that, it's going to be disrupted to hell because those spotters are still around. 88 to 210. Are you guys going to chuck a grenade? Kashyyykin being pushed back. All the way back. I don't think you have time to bash the power though. There's a guide. Guide came up a little bit late there. Maybe it was on cooldown. There's the remains of the Sentinel, by the way. Commissar on decapping duty. And his power is completely bashed and decapped. Seer Council, though, are in from the global bar of the Farseer. All her red is gone now, though. Poor Farseer. Psychic Might, I think they call it for Eldar. Apparently they get Psychic Might just by killing stuff. Catachans with that natural infiltration when they stay still. Shotgun blast. Can the Stormtroopers get away? Well-timed grenade launcher. Might have saved them because they can't chuck the grenade when they want to do Doom. Grenade for the Catachans. Oh, I couldn't quite throw it far enough, I think. Nice idea, though. There's your Seer Council. A group of Warlocks with power melee damage and awesome disruption also provide a passive defensive aura. Much like the Autarch, but I believe theirs is ranged damage only. And they themselves benefit from it, unlike the Autarch with her own aura. Puts her shield up. And steps on some mines. Lehman Russ on the field now for Kickin. Rangers on the way for Val.Hero, finally. There's so much problems caused by hidden stuff like mines and the Catachans. That's a singularity. Looks like it was seen and avoided. They're not quite covering the ramp completely. I don't know, you're in setup right now. There we go. They're not quite covering it completely, but there's Kickin most likely doesn't know that. So they're, yeah, just going to avoid it altogether. Aside from sneaky Stormtroopers, I guess. There's your Lehman Russ, 1200 hit points of tank. And they have very little they can do against it. Guide up on the D cannon. There's a shot there. I really hope they can fix, one day they can fix the visual effect of the D cannon shot. It's been broken for so long. Ever since they changed it into a damage per time weapon, you no longer see that massive arcing lightning shot that you did before and that you do in retail, which looked awesome and made it very obvious to see where it was firing. And where did that shot go? No idea. It looked like it did the shot animation. They've tried to fix it a couple of times, I think. There's another shot. Oh, is that a sing? Oh, there it is. It's back there. It's getting shot all the way back there. Why? I guess they're not manually targeting it right now. Manually targeting it. There's an actual singularity. I can see that. Not going to do much to the tank though. The infantry gets away. 36 to 169. 2 to 1 for Val.Hero. They are still in a VP lead. Somehow they got Kickin down to 30 VPs almost. There's a D-cannon shot I can see. Farseer heals herself. Starts poking at stuff, I guess. There's Doom up on the Chimera. D-cannon, I think, is going to wipe on retreat, though, or maybe not. Farseer came in just in time to tie up those guardsmen. Now the Kickin getting destroyed by Seer Council. Took a couple of out. Maybe he should have chased them, you know, and finished them off. They were on the ground there. They might have got the wipe. Big special attacks. Now on the rear armor of the Chimera, and they can shred through it with rear armor hits. Looks like it's going to be alright. Commissar's back onto the field. Oh, Farseer falls over. Contention's now running at the Contentions, but they get shotgun blasted. What level are these guys now? Level 3. And a big shot from the Lehman Russ. I don't think they can stay here, the Seer Council. You guys in melee? Yeah, they're in melee. In melee stance, rather, to try and finish them. Couldn't quite get it done. And the all reliable can't either. Down to 3 units, Val.Hero. 17 VPs only, though, for Kickin. They have a turret in the southeast. Spotters here, too. Gotta try and split, because Eldar are so tricksy with their webways. Have we seen the Emperor's Wrath be used yet? It was probably right on the screen and I missed it several times. Like all the improvised explosives that I've missed. Kickin did get level 2. Grenade launchers are in to make it even more annoying for Val.Hero to cap stuff. Fire dragons on the way. It's desperation times though. Webway is... I don't know why it was put there. Very strange webway placement, because you can see them while they're being built. And can obviously see the units coming out of them. Triple cap for Kickin. Rocket run a little bit late to catch the stuff coming out. Second run might get some stuff though. Not bad. Going after the Lehman Russ pretty hard with Fire Dragons. Fire Dragons now being tied up. Seer Council thrown on it too. The Autarch got her spear though, not her fusion gun. Fire Dragons being forced to melee the Lehman Russ there because of the Commissar meleeing them. Nice grenade on the Contentions amongst the chaos. So close to getting the Lehman Russ, but I don't think they're going to get it. You know what? Maybe if they kept the Fire Dragons around there, those last 2 models, because the Seer Council messed up the Commissar pretty quickly, maybe they would have got it. Would have been so close though. Double cap for Kickin. Autarch's on the VP though, and she gets it. I can't believe Val.Hero is still in this game. Not giving up. Kickin replaces the Commissar. Rebuys him rather than replace. Level 6 Farseer. What about this guy? Level 4. I think they've used the Farseer abilities reasonably well. Val.Hero using up their energy when they can. Fire Dragons are back, trying to get the Lehman Russ, but there's mines everywhere, and they have to flee. And actually, they might not get away. 29 hit points. Very quickly goes down to 3. They do barely make it out. Down to 10 VPs Kickin. It's weird that they've chosen to split when they could, like, have everything up here. I guess it makes it more difficult for Val to get both sides, maybe perhaps. Whereas if they send everything up here and drop a nuke or something, maybe that'll win them the game. Grenade launchers being annoying. You guys can't stay here. They are not going to get away. I think they were busy popping the infiltration on the webway there. 10 to 22. Val.Hero is still in with a slim shot if they can grab these two natural VPs. Something's down here. The Autark. She's not going to finish that cap though. Down she goes. She did well as the Autark too. Unless I just missed her dying and there were several Autarks, which is possible. Here's the Emperor's Wrath. Got the Farseer off the cap if nothing else. Single here for Kickin. And I think it's going to be enough. Val.Hero had their back to the wall basically from tier 1 and did an amazing job on VPs. But Kickin was very solid. Did they only lose a Sentinel? It might have been the case that they only lost a Sentinel. Pretty solid play. Had a level 5 Commissar and a level 6 Farseer at the end. Seer counts were awesome. What level did you get to? Level 2. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.